Hey guys, what's going on? Well, made a video of this and YouTube fucked it up, so I'm starting out with a new one. This is my 6-pack of VHF units that I just got in. Got them in yesterday. They took to the CPS well. They all function great. They've got DES. All of them have DES XL, DES OFB. Dual encryption in them. These are APCO P25 digital Motorola XTS3000's. They've got the VHF wideband antennas on that I absolutely swear by. 36 miles out, they're pulling in signals from Miami County. You can see the shape that they're in. These will be going on eBay. I've got XTS3000's and I just don't really need the 3000's. They won't be going on eBay with this or the FDNY knob, but while I had them, I'm not going to keep any radio in my possession without an FDNY knob on. I just don't. I absolutely hate the stock knobs. They come with really good batteries. This one is your standard NiCad Motorola. It's going to take me a few minutes to go through this, but I'm going to go through it. Very good shape. All the radios, serial numbers checked out. These are digital. By the way, I do have a Warris series unit that is for the HT1250s, but I'll get into that in a minute. These power up fine. They work great. Absolutely great radios. The encryption keys on them, or the encryption on them, the keys are not set, and I'm not taking the boards out. I could take the boards out. I could resell the boards, but there's a lot of people that want encryption, and a lot of them that can get that keyed in. And I could have it keyed in, but I'm not going to. I've got two units that have two little marks on each side of the Astro on the bottom, but there's no engraving. These units, I'd give these units a 9.5, and I'd give the ones without those two marks, the two that I have, I'd give them a 10. They're in that good a shape. Very, very good radios. All digital. I've got them programmed. The top button, well, I'll go through that. I'm trying to hurry. It really pisses me off that I had to reshoot. If you ever use that video editor, stay away from the I feel lucky part. I was trying to get more light in it, and it screwed it up. This is the second one with the two marks on the bottom, which are really insignificant to me, but I don't know why anybody would choose to mark a radio like that. You know, when there's other methods, you know, such as UV, it's idiotic to me. But they came as a 6-pack. They weren't cheap, but they were at a good price for me. And VHFs, I've sold a lot of them. I've had 6 before. I do have, by the way, there's a guy who has said that he's sending me a money order for, I've got another, I have 8 right now in stock, but one is pending a sale. One's pending a sale, and so what you're seeing here is 6. Impres batteries on quite a few of them. All but one, I believe. Could be wrong. Good batteries. They hold a great charge, thanks to the Impres charger that you'll see here in a minute. But they power up fine. And what I have these set to is I've got the light function checked. These I haven't actually gone through and set the modes yet, but you'll see that in these other two. All these are programmed to talk to each other. It's better just to do it this way. All of them are programmed to talk to each other. They do that very well. Shit. Okay. Another Motorola Impres. Good batteries. I may sell them with nickel metal hydrides, I'm not sure. But these will be going up on eBay very soon. I'm not going to play around with these radios. I love XTS3000's. I love XTS3000's, especially in VHF. They pull signals with widebands like no other radio. They're just incredible. I believe this one might be. This actually looks to me to be. Is that the same? Okay, that's the one that I haven't programmed yet. I've run the code plugs, and whenever you run code plugs and you scan, you set them up for scan. They, when you first put them on the CPS, it's always a good idea to, I think I've got 3 that I need, yeah, I've got 3 that I need to actually go through. Here, let me just turn them on. These are set in secure mode, and let me see which ones I've got that are set in secure mode. The concentric switch is set to secure on these, and you can set, right now I've got the nuisance delete button set for the orange man down button, but that power up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beeps, that is, you need to, if you want to use encryption, it's secure and unsecure, that's what the toggle's set for, that's what it'll be set for when it ships. This orange man down button is, I like these large, they make these so much better than the MTS3000's and the HT1000's. You know, you know where that button is. ABC switch is set. Let's see which ones I actually got set to. Some I've just put on the CPS. Okay, there you go. And some of them, when I put them into the CPS, there we go. When I put them into the CPS, I went ahead and check. When I put them into the CPS, I put them in there, I saved the code plugs, and I haven't done more than, I don't think, 2 or 3 radios yet. Check. These are very good. Check. Audio is just outstanding on them. Like I said, they do have dual encryption with these units. What you do, any radio you get from me, what you have is any radio anybody ever buys from me is going to have this scan list set. These are 48 channels. I set up the 48 channels, and I also, because these radios here that haven't been programmed by me yet have two, they come with 2 channels set in. 1 channel, no 2. 1, 2. So any radio that you buy from me, when you get it out of the box, it's already going to have the 16 channels in there, or it's going to have 3 banks of 16 channels. This is set. You can set the toggle switch to scan or secure, and if you want to put in an encryption key, you can. You can use that hardware that's inside the unit. I'm not taking these units apart to get to the modules to sell them. I'm not going to pull the modules in them. They're going to be sold with encryption. So all they need is to be keyed in with encryption, if that's what you're into. You know, if you're not, if you're into digital, analog, and talk around, and these do trunking, I mean, you know, they're good. They're good units. You can have them do a lot of things. They're flash firmware and flash code upgradable, but these are digital units, digital and analog with DES, OFB, DES XL, dual encryption. I've got this set to nuisance delete, all my radios. A, B, and C on these 3000s, 16 channels. You've got zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. That's normally how most people set the 48 channels on an XTS3000 Model 1. This I have set up for light function, top dial. This I have set up for talk around direct, and this I have set up for scan. Scan banks are set up with 3 zones. All the zones are mated to the conventional personalities. So when you go to program in the frequencies, all you really need to do is just program in your frequencies. If you want to alter that scan list, that's up to you. But I've got them to where the first 15 will go to first 15 are set up in scan list 1, the next 15, you know, and so on and so on. And those are all already done. That takes quite a bit of time. It takes me about an hour and a half to program a radio, and it can take even longer than that because I take still shots of the CPS information and the serial numbers, and I do a lot of work in the CPS just to document the radios. But yeah, they're very, very good. Offset volume knobs. These I would highly suggest that you get a hold of. I wanted to get 5 more of these, but the guy happens to be out of them, and really I don't need, I've got about 20 of them. I really don't need any more, but I wouldn't mind getting 5 more just to have them in stock. But those are very nice to hold on to. They're not cheap. They've got a 3, you've got your push to talk here. You've also got 3.5mm jack, and the reason these aren't plugged in is because actually when you do that, it kind of weakens this. And I mean, if I was going to use it out in the field, I would have that down, but and it goes down that, you know, here. It's just, it covers it for the rain, but since I'm not going to be using these out in the field, they're open. So, you know, that's. Oh, also I got in. This is one I thought I was going to have to rehouse. I didn't have to rehouse it. Very nice unit. It's also got dual encryption. It's an XTS3000. I got this from the same source that I usually that I've gotten a lot of radios from, and they're a good company. I'm used to working with them, and they do very well. This radio didn't come with a battery or an antenna, but I went ahead and put it on there. I really hope that when I took all these batteries off that I took shots of all these serial numbers. Damn it. I get to talking and I forget. That's, you know, I mean, a lot of these videos are self-serving because I need to know what I've got, and I can just pull up the videos and look. But yeah, this is a real nice 403 470 R split, and it's the newer model, white label. All of them have legit tags, all of them have been run, all of them are clean. These are really good radios. This one is analog only, so let's see if I've got, I don't know if my 5000 is set to analog. I believe it is. We'll see here in a minute. Check. Yep, Check, check, check. I don't like digital. Check, check. What the fuck is that? Check, check. Turn it down. Check. Oh, shit. Check, 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 check. Check, check. So hard to work with feedback and everything else. Check, 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 check. About fucking time. These are set to the same channel. Yeah, you'll need to, you know, the encryption is set on these, the zones. I haven't really gotten into too much on this one. But as you can tell, it works fine. And that's about the right volume. You know, I need to actually look at the volume and see what the fuck I'm doing. Check, check. Because actually, when you look at this volume knob, I guess I should just mate it to it. And then I wouldn't have that feedback problem. Check, check. Yeah, there you go. So they're set to analog. I don't like digital radios. You know, digital radios don't seem to do, well, they just don't sound good. I'm sorry, they just don't. But anyway, I do have an Impres charger. I've got two of them. I've got one for the War series. This thing is in absolute mint condition. You will not find one nicer. It does have just blacked out blanks that you can open up for the gauges if you want to put gauges in. Since I'm running XTS3000's, I don't really need that, so I'm keeping a hold of this charger. I do have another regular gang charger that is just your Motorola standard gang charger. They're all tri-chemistry. This charger is a beautiful charger. I've got two of them, and you can see the Motorola logo on it, just beautiful. Also, while I've got it up, this is the 3.30 firmware version. 3.30. They do have fuses where you can per bay. And it also has, on the back, it has your diagnostic input. If you want to hook that up to a computer, you can. I just don't need the gauges. So, gauges would be a plus on a unit like this, but I've got two AT conditioners. By the way, the AT conditioners, I've got one that's going to be going up on eBay. A lot of things are going to be going up on eBay. Because I need to move this inventory. These units all work just fine. My other radios are off getting firmware upgrades, and once that's done, these do MDC, by the way, but once the firmware upgrades come back, a lot of those, they'll be coming back as 5000 Model 3s. I am keeping this one because it's so nice. And it's a Q split. But, you know, I mean, for a really nice XTS3000 or an XTS5000, let me just check this feedback. If this works, I'll remember that thing. Check, check, check. It's not too bad. Check, check. Maybe I'll have to try and remember. Check, check, check. Not too bad. I'll have to remember that that setting right there. I guess it'd be at 3/4. Never even thought to do that. But this radio house I thought would need rehoused. As you can tell, it doesn't. I'd give it a 9. I'd say it's a 9. No engraving on it. A little dust here. I'd give it a 9. I think it looks pretty good. But anyway, that's the 6-pack. and I really wanted to get a hold of one of these chargers so I can put all my 5000s and 2500s in them. I think the firmware will handle, it should be 3.40 ideally, but 3.30 isn't bad. And I think the 2500s, well, they should be alright. But if not, then I'll send the unit out and get the firmware upgrade. But I really don't think I need to. And I may just dedicate this just strictly to 5000s because I've got a lot of Impres single chargers. But I do have an air conditioner that I'm going to be listing. The 6-bay. It's absolutely just phenomenal. I'm keeping one because I've got two. I don't need one. The one I'm selling won't have a gauge on it. The one I'm keeping will, because with that one I really do need a gauge because it does do different types of batteries and different chemistries. So these do they'll do the nickel metal hydride, nickel cadmium, and lithium ion. I'm probably running out of time on this card. But anyway, sorry about the first video. You know, it didn't come through very good. But right now I've got 8 of these 3000s in stock, all mint condition. I've got one that's spoken for, and as soon as I get the money order, it will be programmed and going out the door. I'm going to try and program it this weekend. The guy's sending me his frequency list, so that'll be going out the door. Then I'll have 7 more, and all 7 are going to be up for sale on eBay, and along with the UHF. And when I get these back, several of these are going to be, the Model 3s are going to be up there on eBay as well as some of the 2500s. I just want to go ahead and move some of them out. A lot of the accessories that I have, I'll probably, well, especially like that Walrus. I mean, that Walrus charger looks just like that, same condition, just beautiful. 3.3, I think it's 3.30. So that's it. Take it easy, guys. Later on, have any questions, let me know. You know, if you want to buy the radios, look on eBay because they will be going up. And you know, I'm not sure exactly what the time frame will be on them. As soon as I can get them listed, they will be going out the door, and they won't be going cheap, but they'll be going reasonably, and they've all been bench tested. They all work fine, and these units are just beautiful, as you can tell. So if you're in the market for XTS3000 Model 1s in VHF, check me out, because there really aren't that many on eBay right now. In fact, I don't see even one at the moment. But anybody who needs a 1250 Walrus 6-gang charger, I've got it. That will be on eBay as well. Right now I don't have any radios on eBay. I've just been too busy and I haven't been able to list. On the back of this, it does show, oh gosh, it shows when it's charging on standby, 90% ready, when the service life's going, not chargeable, and reconditioning. So it's got all these menus in that mode, as you can tell, mint condition. Great unit. Just a frickin' great unit. 6-ganger, you know, if you wanted to buy them all at one time, shit, you know, if you have a small department, a small county, small agency, small business, man, you know, that would be a killer setup. But like I said, I'm keeping a hold of this gang charger because I need it. Anyway, guys, take it easy later on. This UHF is in great shape. It works just great. That's analog only. These are analog and digital. This unit you've seen XTS5000 Model 2. I don't like digital, by the way. You know, there's people, you know, want digital and things like that. Digital's nice to have, but I do like analog better. I like the sound of analog transmission better. They just haven't done enough to suit my taste for it. But I've got, I believe, well, this is going over. I've got a lot of XTS5000's. I've got a lot of XTS2500's, and now I've got a lot. I've got 7 XTS5000's in or 3000's in VHF that are Model 1s, and I've got one that is a Model 1 in R-split UHF. And I've also got some new housings coming in, 2 of them that are BN housings. I'll probably keep those for parts, but in case I need to rehouse a radio and that happens. You know, it just depends on, you know, the radios that I get in. But usually I try to get the best radios possible so I don't have to do that. And anyway, that's it. Take it easy, guys. Later on.